We're on the verge of passing the most important legislation for workers in America in 75 years. This is the biggest fight between labor and capital in this country since the Taft-Hartley Act passed in 1947, and we were defeated in that fight. We intend to win this fight. And for all of us in the room, all the chips are on the table. Anybody who has a dream of a more just America, anybody who has a dream of decent housing. We know we all want health care. When was the last time we had a conversation in America about housing for homeless people and housing for poor people and decent housing for every American? For all of us who believe in those things, a more just America, a more equitable America, as the President says, toward a more perfect union. Restoring the right to form unions, the simple freedom to form a union and engage in collective bargaining is critical, because in this country and every other country in the world, the labor movement is the engine for social progress. Now, we're not always in front. We're not always in front. We're in front of a lot of fights, but we're not in front of every fight. But we are the engine for social progress. And Tanya's going to talk about how union members vote because there is a long education process in unions about what happens in the country, what happens in the economy. But I cannot stress enough that all of us who believe in a different kind of America and who believe in the change that we were looking forward to after this election have a stake in this fight right now. We will never again be this close to restoring this most fundamental freedom in a democratic society. I'm trying not to talk too long. I know we don't have a lot of time, but I want to tell you, we were the first country in the history of the world to codify the right to form unions in 1935 with the passage of the Wagner Act. And in the subsequent 20 years, 12 million workers went out and formed unions. We became the first country in the history of the world where if you work by the sweat of your brow, the hardness of your hand, or the strength of your back, you could aspire to raise your kids in the dignity of the middle class. And now, we're the first democratic country in the history of the world to take away this right. And right now, we're exporting union busting all over the world.